4 marks questions from the chapter excretion. Let us go into the questions. The first question is, look at the diagram and answer the following questions. There is a diagram given. This is LS of kidney, followed by some questions. We need to answer them. The first question is, what does this diagram indicate? This diagram indicates the LS of kidney, longitudinal section of kidney. Next question, label this diagram. Or the question may also be asked as, name the parts which are labeled. Some labeling may be given like X, Y or A, B, C, D like that. We need to label them. So for this purpose, I am labeling all the parts of the kidney. The outermost region of the kidney is known as cortex, which is dark red in color. And the next innermost part is called as medulla, which is light red in color. The artery which enters into the kidney is known as renal artery, and the vein which comes out of the kidney is known as renal vein. The next are calyces which collect all the collecting tubules of nephron. Next one is the flattened and the wide structure is known as pelvis. The pelvis continues as the ureter. These are the different parts of kidney. Next question. What is the main function of this diagram? The main function of this kidney is to filter the waste substances from the blood and excrete them. So the main process is excretion. You can also write the main process is excretion. Next question. Why is the outer portion dark and inner portion pale in color? Because the outer cortex, the portion which is said to be the outer portion is known as cortex. The cortex contains the glomerulus of the nephrons, which are highly tangled blood capillaries. So, whereas the inner medulla zone contains the renal tubules of nephron. Due to the presence of glomerulus, the cortex is dark red in color, whereas the medulla is pale red in color. Next question. How many nephrons exist in each structure? Or this question may also be asked as, what is this structure made up of basically? So each kidney is made up of approximately 1.3 to 1.8 million microscopic nephrons. Next question. What is the vessel that enters into the kidney and what does it bring? So when labeling, I have already said that the blood vessel which enters into the kidney is the renal artery. So this renal artery enters into the kidney that brings oxygenated blood along with the waste substances collected from different parts of the body. Next question. Look at the diagram and answer the following questions. A diagram of nephron is given here, followed by some questions. We need to answer them. Let us go to the questions. The first question is, name this diagram. This is nephron. Next question. Where are these structures present? So these are present in the kidney. In the last question itself we have learnt. Or we can also write that each kidney is made up of 1.3 to 1.8 millions of these nephrons. Next question. Label the parts of this diagram. As I have said earlier, the labeling may also be given in the form of A, B, C, D or X, Y, Z. You have to answer them. So to do so, I am giving all the labelings of this diagram. The cup-shaped structure which is known as Bowman's capsule, in which there are highly tangled blood capillaries known as glomerulus, together form the Malpighian body. And the next portion is proximal convoluted tubule, which is the following of Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule it leads to the proximal convoluted tubule and later it forms the distal convoluted tubule. In between the proximal convoluted tubule and distal convoluted tubule, PCT and DCT, there is a hairpin-like structure known as loop of Henle. And there is collecting tubule. And observe the diagram. The whole nephron is entangled with the blood capillaries. One is blood vessel to renal vein, another one is blood vessel from the renal artery. Next question. Why is it called structural and functional unit of kidney? Because kidney is made up of nearly 1.3 to 1.8 million nephrons and the urine formation takes place in nephron, the main function of the kidney. So it is called as structural and functional unit of the kidney. Next question. What is the cup-shaped structure in this diagram? What is its function? The cup-shaped structure, the cup that is called as Bowman's capsule, along with the glomerulus forms the Malpighian body. So the blood is filtered in the Malpighian body and forms the primary urine and leads it to the proximal convoluted tubule. Next question. What is the main process that takes place in this structure? The urine formation that takes place in this structure. If the question is asked as what is the function that takes place in Bowman's capsule, it is a blood filtration to form the primary urine. But if the question is generalized to the whole diagram, what is the main process that takes place in this structure, then you have to write the urine formation takes place in this structure. Next question. What happens if all these structures are damaged in kidney? So the waste substances will not be filtered from the blood and this may result to the death of a person. Let us go to the next question. There is a diagram of dialysis. Look at the diagram and answer the following questions. The first question is, what does this diagram indicate? This diagram indicates the process of dialysis. The next one, from which blood vessel the blood is taken out in this process? Actually, the blood is taken out from the main artery. The next question, what do the two bottles indicate in this diagram? There are two bottles filled with dialysing fluid. One bottle contains fresh fluid and another one is filled with the used dialysing fluid. The next question, what is the main principle involved in this process? The principle involved in this process is diffusion of solutes like nitrogenous substances and also ultrafiltration of fluid, any waste fluid across the semi-permeable membrane. Next question, at what condition this process is preferred to the patients? When both kidneys are failed to work, this process of dialysis is preferred to the patients. Let us go to the next one. This is a data-based question. Observe the table and answer the following questions. Here, the alkaloids have been given and the part of the plant from which these alkaloids are obtained and the usage of the alkaloids. Let us go to the questions. The first question is, what is the alkaloid that can be used to treat malaria? In this table, the anti-malarial drug is quinine. Hence, the answer is quinine is an anti-malarial drug that can be used to treat malaria. Next question, which part of the plant produces alkaloid nimbin? Observe the table. The nimbin is produced from seeds, bark and leaves. Almost all parts of the plant body gives the nimbin. Next question, what is the alkaloid that is obtained from the flower in the above data? That is pyrethroids. Next one, what is the alkaloid that is obtained from the seeds and used as stimulant to the brain? That is caffeine.